My name is Phil Maher, and I do product marketing for Tyan Computer Corporation. Thank you for choosing to spend the next 15 minutes with me to learn about our upcoming server products. Today's discussion is going to revolve around the products which we have developed around the AMD EPYC server platform. Here's a quick overview of the topics we'll be discussing today. I will introduce our corporate history, talk about our manufacturing capabilities, go over our target markets, and then we'll go into detail about our AMD EPYC server products. Let's begin with our corporate overview. Tyan Computer has been in business since the late 1980s and was founded in Milpitas, California. In its early days, Tyan specialized in building IDE controller cards, which were popular in personal computers of the day. With time, Tyan expanded its product line and became a large computer motherboard manufacturer by the mid-1990s. Tyan carried the success into the server segment by the early 2000s and was purchased by MiTAC in 2007. With the acquisition, the newly merged Tyan business unit MiTAC went on to design and manufacture motherboards and server systems for large Tier 1 data centers. In 2016, a change of business model saw Tyan re-emerge within the channel server market as a white box server provider. Today, Tyan continues to bring technologies and products designed for our large-scale data center customers to the broader server channel. Tyan is headquartered in Linkou, Taiwan. Our product development is split between locations in this office and a team located in Shanghai, China. We also have sales and support branches located within Japan and the European Union. This includes a local hub in the United Kingdom and a warehouse located in the Czech Republic. In the United States, myself and the rest of our Fremont office provide world-class front-end support from our office in California. Our product development and engineering is done in our Taiwanese and Chinese offices. Tyan is not just a design house. We manufacture our products in-house within MiTAC-owned factories. Our primary factory is in Shunde, China, at a facility we refer to as MSL. Our MSL factory features more than 1.6 million square feet of manufacturing floor. We run our own SMT lines and perform the entire PCBA process in-house. A majority of our products come from our MSL factory. However, we do have certain select products being manufactured in another factory we operate in Taiwan. We also have assembly capabilities in Newark, California at a facility we refer to as MIS. Our MIS facility is capable of doing systems integration and rack-level builds. Tyan has a number of strengths which help us succeed in the server market. We have a large presence in Fremont, California, which provides us with a local support base. Our Fremont office has around 40 people spanning key business functions such as technical support, application engineering, front-end BIOS, BMC, and hardware engineering, warehousing, sales and marketing, as well as our general manager. This helps us respond to customer demands quickly as we have boots on the ground in local time zones. We focus on a channel business model. Our product roadmap and portfolio is aligned with products which are designed to catch the widest possible customer base. This allows us to maintain a build-to-inventory business model with short lead times, with product either in stock or on a regular build plan with more on the way. All of our products are also sold as motherboards and server barebones, which allows our systems integration partners and value-added reseller customers to maintain their relationships with key commodity vendors. We are also ODM friendly. Many of our largest customers have projects which are largely based on existing products with modifications made to suit their specific requirements. Many customers have transitioned away from custom hardware and look for off-the-shelf products which are either an exact match or are only a few modifications away from meeting their needs. Tyan has a long history of being able to modify existing products to meet ODM requirements within a short turn time. Tyan's transport line of server barebones and Tomcat line of server motherboards are designed to provide the best features that the AMD EPYC platform has to offer. We focus on 4 primary product verticals, including storage, HPC, cloud computing, and embedded applications. Tyan's channel strategy is fairly simple. We design products which can reach the widest customer base possible. This allows us to build them to inventory and avoid a built-to-order business model. Tyan does not typically sell directly to end users, instead working with systems integrators and value-added resellers who use our products to create their own server products, which they in turn sell to their own customers. We also explore ODM opportunities such as hyperscale data centers or appliance vendors who look for commodity off-the-shelf products which can either directly meet their project needs or are close enough to be a fit with a few minor transformations. Typically things such as cost optimizations to chassis, component depopulations, or BIOS or BMC firmware modifications. With all that out of the way, let's get into our AMD EPYC product roadmap. Today, we're going to look at our AMD EPYC motherboards, 1U and 2U general purpose server barebones, and a few AMD EPYC based HPC and GPU servers. Tyan's S8026 motherboard was our first foray into the AMD EPYC landscape back when it launched in 2017. It remains as a high-volume platform for us, with several high-volume data center customers deploying it with the second-generation AMD EPYC 7002 processor. As a first-generation AMD EPYC motherboard, it lacks PCI Express Gen 4 support, is limited to a maximum CPU TDP of 200 watts, and has a maximum memory support of DDR4 2667. However, with these limitations, it remains a low-cost alternative to full-fat EPYC 7002 platforms, as the lack of PCI Express Gen 4 support means it avoids the use of exotic PCB materials and expensive signal retimers. This motherboard is a standard 12 by 13-inch eATX form factor and is designed to support standard server chassis which support a butterfly riser card configuration. With a pair of PCI Express by 24 slots, it can support two PCI Express Gen 3 by 16 slots within a 1U chassis. Within a 2U chassis, it can support up to 6 total PCI Express cards. In addition, it also features 8 PCI Express by 8 Oculink connectors for NVMe backplane usage, making it an ideal motherboard for NVMe storage servers. The S8036 is our second generation redesign of the previous S8026 motherboard. It retains the same placement as the S8026, however, it is designed to support the full breadth of the AMD EPYC 7002 processor. PCI Express Gen 4, 240 watt processor TDP, and DDR4 3200 are all supported here. It was designed to be a drop-in replacement in systems already designed around our S8026 motherboard. The S8030 is a low-cost AMD EPYC 7002 motherboard in a standard ATX form factor. The board maximizes the amount of I/O available in such a package with 5 PCI Express by 16 slots, a pair of NVMe M.2 ports, 14 SATA ports, and 4 U.2 NVMe ports available through PCI Express by 8 slimline connectors. Tyan has a number of 1U server platforms in development featuring Tyan's next-generation chassis design. All of these EPYC 7002 platforms offer great new serviceability features such as toolless drive trays and toolless rail kits. The single-socket GC68 B8036 is a new server design for us, which features both 4 3.5-inch SATA drive bays and 4 2.5-inch U.2 NVMe drive bays. Expansion capabilities include a pair of PCI Express Gen 4 by 16 slots and an OCP v2.0 LAN mezzanine. The system has maximum memory support for a single-socket AMD EPYC 7002 platform featuring 16 DDR4 3200 DIMM slots and a theoretical maximum memory capacity of 4 TB if used with 256 GB DIMMs. The GC68A B8036 deploys the same S8036 motherboard as the GC68 chassis, with a different front end, instead featuring 12 full-height 2.5-inch drive bays. There will be multiple options available here, one with 10 SATA and 2 NVMe bays, and an all NVMe variant with 12 full-size U.2 NVMe bays. Both of these B8036 systems are in development, and we expect them to become available in the second half of this year. The GT62F B8026 is an AMD EPYC 7001 based platform with 10 2.5-inch drive bays. This platform is based on our S8026 motherboard and supports PCI Express Gen 3, CPU TDP of up to 180 watts, and memory speed up to DDR4 2667. This platform is available now. Tyan has an even wider array of 2U server platforms available for AMD EPYC. The high CPU TDP of these processors and large amount of I/O lend themselves to the larger 2U chassis. The TS65 B8036 has 12 3.5-inch SATA bays, 4 of which also support U.2 NVMe. The system supports CPU TDP up to 240 watts, supports 16 DIMM slots, has an OCP v2.0 LAN mezzanine, and 6 PCI Express Gen 4 slots. There are also a pair of 2.5-inch SATA drives at the rear of the chassis, as well as NVMe M.2 ports on the motherboard. The TS65A B8036 chassis uses the same motherboard, but instead offers 26 front-facing 2.5-inch drive bays and 2 more in the rear of the chassis. There are 3 models available for this, with different amounts of NVMe support. At the high end of the platform, 24 U.2 NVMe drive bays are available. However, some of the PCI Express slots are used to drive the NVMe backplanes. The 24 NVMe SKU still has 24 PCI Express Gen 4 lanes available out the back, however, and can support either 3 PCI Express Gen 4x8 slots or a PCI Express Gen 4x16 plus a PCI Express by 8. Both the 16 NVMe and no NVMe SKUs retain all of their expansion slots in the back and offer both an OCP v2.0 LAN mezzanine as well as up to 6 PCI Express Gen 4 slots. We also have 2U dual socket systems available. Our TS75 and TS75A B8252 feature the same S8252 motherboard inside and offer 32 DDR4 3200 DIMM slots, PCI Express Gen 4 support, and an OCP v3.0 NIC mezzanine slot. These systems offer up to 9 PCI Express slots. The TS75 chassis has 12 3.5-inch SATA drive bays up front, with 4 of them also supporting U.2 NVMe. The TS75A chassis features 26 2.5-inch drive bays up front and can optionally support 8 U.2 NVMe drive bays. Finally, we will wrap things up with a look at some of our HPC and GPU optimized AMD EPYC offerings. The TN83 B8251 is a dual socket 2U 4 GPU server platform. It features support for PCI Express Gen 4 and is a great match for both next-generation GPU cards and high-speed 200 gigabit networking. The system has 8 3.5-inch drive bays up front, all of which are cabled for and support both SATA and U.2 NVMe drives in each bay. The GPU bays also retain enough headroom for pairs of GPU cards to be deployed while connected with top-mounted NVLink bridge boards, making it an interesting deployment for several NVIDIA cards, including Quadro RTX and the Tesla A100. The GA88 B8021 is unique in the fact that it can support either 4 double-wide cards or 6 single-wide GPU cards within a 1U space. It is a single-socket Naples-based platform with support for PCI Express Gen 3.0, CPU TDP up to 180 watts, and memory speed of DDR4 2667. The TN73 B8037 is a 2U 4-node server platform designed around half-width single-socket AMD EPYC 7002 motherboards. This platform has use cases in both high-performance computing and scale-out data centers. The design goal was to offer the lowest cost per node possible, which resulted in a more classical multi-node design where the nodes are serviced from the front and do not separate from the drive backplanes. This avoids the use of high-cost edge connectors and bridgeboard designs, instead allowing the use of low-cost cables for drive connectivity. Each node features 4 2.5-inch drive bays which support both SATA and U.2 NVMe, 2 low-profile PCI Express Gen 4x16 slots, a couple of NVMe M.2 ports, and an OCP v2.0 LAN mezzanine. The TN73 B8037 is currently in development, and we expect this to be available later this year. That wraps up today's discussion of Tyan and the products which we had brought to the channel. I hope this was informative, and I hope that a few of our products stood out as solutions for current or future projects. If you have any questions about anything I discussed during this video, then please either contact your Tyan account manager or reach out to me directly on the email address I've listed on the screen. Thanks for your time, and stay safe.